kind of give us an assessment of your unit. You seem to be a little thin right now.
Oh no, guys are just a little banged up from camp, but we're excited, man. Our guys are ready for the game in 8 days, so just getting guys back, just coach giving some guys a little rest to get their legs back.
Who've been your leaders?
My whole room, man. I got a lot of transfer guys. Marquise Brown, Marquise Wilson, Botros. Even the young guys have stepped up, so my room is really exciting, man.
Tell me about the jersey and where that started. Is that something you started when you came here?
Man, no,
done?
I did it in college, right? It was something that we always big on countdown. I think the guys can see it, right? Because you hear about it, but then you see me every day. It's like, hey, we got 8 days, we got 9. We started off, I think, with 31 days. So if you look at it, time flies, right? Time waits on no one. So it's something we've done for years now, and I just wanted to keep it going.
You talked about the transfers a little bit. How long has it taken them to kind of come together and get that cohesion and chemistry?
I think we're still building, right? I think until game day, it's not going to come, and until you see those guys play together, it's something Coach Walters preach. Adversity haven't hit, right? So I'm a big believer in when adversity hits, you see that all that meeting, all those times we're not to eat, that stuff help us. So I'm excited to see how those guys react when game time comes.
It's pretty simple. It seems like it's just cover, and you're going to get after the quarterback. So,
man, I hope, right? That's Coach Kane's job and Coach Walters. Those guys come up with the plan, and it's our job to execute. If it's cover, if it's blitz, if whatever they ask us to do, it's our job to do it.
Kind of give us a scouting report on Marquise Wilson and Marquise Brown.
Oh, scouting report. I love them, right? So I actually got to coach Marquise Brown last year at Ole Miss. Both of those guys competitors, right? That's why those two of the guys that we went into the portal hard to get, and we're glad to have them. Those guys compete each and every day. I'm excited to have them on our team.
What has Walters been like in the development of these two corners? Because I know he did a wonderful job.
Yeah. So, man, it's the cool thing that I love, right? I worked with Coach Walt at Mizzou in 2016 to 19. He's a DB guy, right? And if you're a DB, I tell every recruit, I tell those guys, why wouldn't you want to come play for a guy like that? He has your back. He's going to watch you. He watches DBs more than he watches anybody, right? So I think those guys having a coach that's a DB guy has helped those guys also.
Is there a prototype of a cornerback physically you like? A 6'1" guy, 5'10" guy? I mean, is there a template for you?
No, man, I think for me, right, I played in college with Jason Verrett, right, at TCU. He was 5'9", 5'10". Compete, and do you love football? If you got those two things, you can be 5'8", 5'9". If you compete, I love you, man. I think the kid that won the Thorpe last year was at TCU that was 5'8", 5'9". So if you compete, we need guys that compete.
Where do you get your energy?
When I wake up, I tell everybody, right, my favorite line is, I'm trying to bless you, not stress you, right? So it's a blessing to wake up every morning, and I believe in don't cheat the kids, right? We ask those guys to come out with energy because we do practice in the morning. It's our job to bring the energy. So I've been doing this since college, since I got in coach in 2016 with Coach Walters. I don't drink coffee. I go to sleep. I work out. There's no excuse not to have energy.
why are you wearing a hoodie when it's 100 degrees outside?
So I'm from the South, right? I'm from New Orleans, and the heat doesn't bother me. Now, if you guys come out in November, December, the winter, oof, I'm not a winter guy, right? But it's my job to adjust, but the heat don't bother me at all, man. I love it.
You ever work with a head coach that jumps in and runs a DB drill?
No, not well. Gary Patterson, I played for him, right? So GP was a DB guy. Barry Odom, when I was at Arkansas at Missouri, he worked with DBs also, so he'll jump in and put his hands on. But Coach Walter is different. He'll get out there and do the drills with you, so that's pretty unique, and he's like my best friend. So.